5 out basketball, 5 segments, 5 takes. This is the podcast for NBA conversations. This is 5 out basketball, and it starts in 3, 2, 1.
Speaking of Mickey Mouse, we need to go to the Eastern Conference playoffs or the Eastern Conference finals, and we need to talk about what the Indiana Pacers did yesterday. I know we're about to preview it. We're one day behind. I'm sorry. But the Indiana Pacers, Everton, I just cannot believe what I witnessed yesterday. They did the Reggie Miller choke themselves, but like a million times worse.
I swear both teams did not want to win that game.
Yeah, that's like, it was like a hot potato for the victory of who wanted it less.
Dude, exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'll let you cook though. Go ahead and cook.
The big takeaway is the Celtics did not win that game. The Pacers lost that game.
Yes.
With 30 seconds left, the Pacers are up 3. And Tyrese Halliburton just dribbles it out of bounds. No defense or nothing. Just dribbles it out of bounds. Just off his foot. It's like, oh, great. The Celtics are going to tie it here. Jason Tatum gets 2 attempts. Misses both of them.
Misses
them both with like 9 seconds left. It's like, okay, cool. The Pacers got this. They have a timeout. All they got to do is inbound the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Celtics are playing fantastic defense. And it's like, okay, the Pacers are not going to get in. It's going to be a violation. Call timeout. Nembhard just throws some bullshit to Siakam, and Siakam can't come down with it. And now the Celtics get another chance to tie the game. It's like, 5 seconds left. They need a miracle here.
Mm-hmm.
Jaylen Brown gets a ball in the corner. It's like, okay, cool, foul. Siakam has his finger so far up his butt that he's literally finding treasure instead of fouling. And Jaylen Brown hits it, ties the game, and then Jaylen Brown and Tatum redeem themselves in overtime.
Dude,
how frustrating was that to watch? Because here's what was making me laughing. Because my mom was asking, Joey, why are you so mad? She's like, you're not a Pacers fan. You're not a Celtics hater. You don't got any money on the line. Why are you so mad? I'm just a good basketball fan, and I want to see a good series. And if the Pacers win game 1, we're looking at the series a whole lot differently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because we all know the Celtics are due to lose a game. Like, that was supposed to be their one loss because they don't sweep teams. So, because I didn't even watch the whole game. I'll keep it a bean. I turned the game on. The score was 92 to 79. So I'm like, okay, cool. Then the Pacers just went on like an 8-0 run. I was like, oh, okay, this is just a game now.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching the game. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, the Pacers are like cooking them. And Al Horford, bro. The Celtics, stop letting Al Horford switch onto guards, dude. I swear, every time he got switched onto Nembhard, he just dribble, step back, midi. Every single time, bro. I'm like, dude, stop letting Al Horford fall into this trap.
Mm.
And then, of course, when the Pacers are up, Nembhard gets a switch on Al Horford. What does he try to do? He tries to drive on him, gets blocked. Why did you not go back to doing the step back midi that you literally did like 2 or 3 times before? Stupid. And then, like you said with Halliburton, he did that like twice though. He just fumbled the ball out of bounds. Like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be the whole. I get 12 assists and 2 turnovers.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. What are these ridiculous turnovers? And it's really sexy. I feel like Halliburton was having a good game too, but just those 2 turnovers are just gonna overshadow it because it's dumb. You just can't afford to do turnovers like that in a playoff basketball game.
Bro, because I went on Twitter, they're memeing him. They're like, oh, Tyrese Halliburton when they need him most. Let's do the dumbass dances, bro. But if you watch the game, Halliburton was cooking. When he made that dumb 3 where he kind of like whatever, I was like, yeah, he's cooking right now. He had a great game, but when you have choke jobs like that, that's all people are gonna remember, not what you did anything before that. So
exactly, like that logo 3 will not be remembered.
No, because at the end of the day, you lost, and you were the reason why your team lost. It was so hard to watch the end of that game, dude.
It was very bad. I've crapped on the Pacers a lot. But I want to show him some love because I think this is gonna be more than a 5-game series. Because we talk about how historic this Timberwolves defense is. No one talks about how historic this Pacers offense is. They're incredible. Because the game's supposed to slow down in the playoffs. It just does not for the Pacers. Every game is played at their own pace, something Jaylen Brown addressed after the post-press conference. But the Pacers, they have offensive championship caliber. Everton, can I do my fun little numbers for the day?
Go ahead.
Okay, so the Pacers this playoffs are averaging 50.9% from the field, 38% from 3 on 115.2 points per game. If you look at every champion from 2020 current on, I didn't go past that because I only have so much time in my day.
Yeah.
No team is anywhere close to that efficiency for that many points per game. Like, they're better than the Nuggets, all the championship winners. The Pacers are just skyrocketing them in these numbers. And I think it shows that people are sleeping on the Pacers. Like, they gave the Celtics a fight, and I don't think it's a fluke. I think this Pacers team's going to give the Celtics a lot of issues because not only the Pacers putting up these numbers, the Celtics and Knicks are two of the three best defenses in the NBA, and they're still playing the game at their pace, scoring how they want to want. So
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a big fight this series. So I'm excited. It's just it would have been a lot more exciting if Pacers got game one.
Yeah, it
And
would have been way
Boston
more
too.
exciting. Yeah, oh my God, it would have been so exciting. And to bark on, or not bark, but to, embark on what you just said, the Pacers also like lead the playoffs in points per game by like 5.
Yeah.
Like the second best team, I think, is like 110, and they're at 115. So that's a big margin. If you don't know, in the playoffs, that's a pretty sizable margin, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure about the Pacers offense going into the playoffs, but the fact that they've kept up what they did in the regular season is kind of like scary in a way, And the defense actually looks somewhat like, okay, at times you can be a little bit better. But I'd expect much from on the defensive side of the ball. If they're gonna win games, it's gonna be scoring the ball. So
Yeah, exactly.
And for them to come so close to doing it last night, they went away from what was working towards the end of the game. Like, dude, give Siakam the ball on the block. He keeps hitting these middies, or Andrew Nembhard to keep hitting these middies, whatever. But they went away from some of that and started doing some banana peel ass turnovers. So it's like, okay, bro, y'all just don't want to win this game. Is there anything more you want to say about the Pacers before I say something about the Celtics?
Just a question for you about the Pacers.
Yeah.
So,
okay,
this is one of the few times where I saw Kendrick Perkins tweet and actually had a deep thought about it. Kendrick Perkins said, "Is there any way the Pacers can regroup after a loss like that, or are they just mentally defeated?"
No, I think they could easily regroup. I know, like, that's not the most devastating loss. There's more devastating losses that you're like, yeah, that team's done, bro. Like, for say like the Nuggets when they lost Game 6 by like 50, like a loss like that, you're just like, dude, what do we do? With the Pacers, I feel like you take the good with the bad. Like, all right, like we came really close to winning this game. If we just fix some of those small things, we can definitely beat this team. I feel like that's how they should look at it, more so than just, damn, bro, we were right there. Why? What happened? Like I feel like it should make them feel like, all right, if we fix up some of these little, because the big thing was the turnovers. I feel like that was the biggest thing why they lost that game in a way. If they could fix things like those, they could definitely feel more confident going into like a game 2, game 3, whatever, especially on the road too. So
I think that's the biggest issue with the Pacers. Just kind of the pace they play. They turn the ball over so heavy. Like the moment that stuck out for me was I was watching Game 7 against New York, where they played fantastic. At the end of the first half, they were shooting 78% from the field, which is unheard of. 78% from the field and like 60% from three, and they were only up like 15 points. Like, yeah, 15 is a pretty marginal lead, but when you're shooting 78% from
you got to
the
be blowing
field,
that team out.
That's what I'm saying. And it's just they like had like 10 plus turnovers in the first half, and that's what kept New York in it. It's like you're so great at making the shots, but we gotta be smarter with the ball, and that's the Pacers' biggest issue, I think, at the moment, and clutch time clearly.
Yeah, literally. And anything? Can I go with the Celtics, bro?
Yeah, go to the Celtics.
Oh my gosh, Tatum, you are so lucky, bro.
Actually,
you are
I agree,
so
100%.
lucky. Like, first off, the day this man realizes that he's 6'8", 220, oh my gosh, because he comes down the court, he's like 1 for 5, and he keeps shooting threes. Stop shooting threes, dude. Like,
he's in love.
He loves threes. And the thing is, when I see him go to the basket, he scores damn near every time, or he gets fouled. Whoop-de-doo. Go to the basket. Like, why is it that? Joe Mazzulla, what are you telling this man? Like, genuinely, though. Like, what are you telling? Are you, nah, keep shooting. No, if I'm the coach, bro, take your big ass to the basket and go dunk the ball or get fouled. Because it's literally what happens every time.
Yeah, because Tatum had more free throws than the Pacers did yesterday. People are trying to complain about that. It's so annoying.
It's annoying because if you watch the game, how many free throws are the Pacers going to get?
Not a lot.
Exactly. Right?
They allowed the most in the NBA during the regular season.
Exactly. It's going to happen. It's simple as that. But Tatum, you are so lucky because you threw that turnover. You missed 2 straight shots. You're lucky Jaylen Brown came in and hit that 3, because if he didn't hit that 3 and y'all lost the game, we would have been thinking about you, buddy. Like, you would have been the topic of discussion. We would have been seeing the Twitter memes. We would have been seeing that shit. So you real lucky that, because overtime, I'll give you that. You made a 3.
Yeah, he redeemed himself so hard.
You did.
But you didn't deserve that chance of redemption at all.
You didn't. You real lucky. Jaylen Brown came up big. Drew Holiday actually had a good game for once in the playoffs, because Drew Holiday in the playoffs be kind of whoa. Yeah. Al Horford I think he made 1 or 2 threes. And then Derek White he's gonna make up some big plays on the defensive side of the ball or whatever. And then you're just lucky the Pacers choked because I promise you, bro, if y'all would have lost that game at the end of regulation, not overtime, but the regulation, y'all would have lost the game. Poor shooting, couldn't make a three, missed 2 shots, turnovers, all of that. Like Tatum, you are lucky, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my, I don't even hate Tatum like that, but it just pisses me off when this dude just takes the worst shots. Because even that turnaround fadeaway, I know I'm ranting right now, but like, dude,
no,
it is
go
just
rant.
hard to watch. When he got that rebound and did that turnaround fadeaway over Miles Turner, when they're already down 3, all I think to myself is, what is wrong with this man? Like, literally, why are you shooting that?
Dude, I'm telling you, he watched the meanest Kobe Bryant highlight reel before the game. Sent him a text message. He's like, I'm gonna create the shot for you, Pookie.
Like, bro, oh my gosh. Like, it's so hard. It sucks because, like, okay, my biggest thing for me, like, as a basketball fan, when I see people who have a certain level of size and they just don't use it, it irks me so much because, like, bro, you're a big dude. Why do you not use that, like, size, bro? And Tatum's probably the one that irks me the most because the shot selection he takes sometimes, it's like, dude, you don't have to shoot that, right? Like, you don't have to take that shot. I don't know, man. It's just annoying sometimes, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Tatum slander going just for a little bit longer because
Yeah,
I'm not saying this. Well, here's 2 things I'm gonna say about Tatum before I say the first one.
yeah.
My friends keep messaging me. He's like, dude, the rebounding of Jason Tatum has been so impressive this playoff series, which it has.
Yeah.
When you're a top 5 player in the NBA, I am not paying you to rebound the damn ball. Make a clutch shot. That's why you're in. You are not top 5 for rebounding, Tatum.
No,
You are a star guy. That's how I'm gonna transition into this. I don't think this is gonna be an official like passing of the torch or nothing. But when it comes to this playoffs, it looks like this has been Jaylen Brown's team.
Yep. And another thing with Tatum, how many good games has he had this playoffs?
Ooh, I could probably count them with like half a hand.
Exactly. He's had some stinkers. His playoff numbers have not looked good at all, but continue.
You know that girl who was like a surfer and she got like arm bitten off by a shark?
Yeah.
She could probably count those games on that hand.
Literally, bro, because oh my gosh, it's just
it's been rocky. But Jaylen Brown has survived the right hand only allegations.
Yeah, he has.
Because he's earned that extension. That's all I'm gonna say is just Jaylen Brown, incredible this offseason. But I have a couple more questions for the Celtics.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown after the game said the pace is tiring of the Pacers, which is true. Is the biggest worry I have with the Celtics.
Yeah.
Is if this goes past like 5 or 6 games, these stars are going to get tired. Can you really rely on the depth of the Celtics against the Indiana Pacers? Because I was watching those Luke Cornett minutes, and that was collard greens, that was mac and cheese. They were having a buffet with that man.
Yeah.
And then Al Horford, who I still think has his moments of brilliance, but he can't guard these guards. When it's big men's in the paint or hustling, he's great. But when they have these switches, it's used. And like Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser. Do the Celtics need to worry about this, Everton?
I think compared to the Pacers, low key, because I swear every time TJ McConnell touches the court, he does something good.
Yeah.
Like every time he gets on the court, TJ McConnell does something good. So when you have that dude coming in, when you have like Toppin doesn't start. So yeah, Toppin coming in, either getting some dunk or hitting a 3. That's great. Like the Pacers bench isn't dog water. Like it's actually they got some guys on the bench, solid little bench. And then if you're for the Celtics, you have a great starting 5. We can acknowledge that. Y'all have a great starting 5. Porzingis not even playing, but y'all have a great starting 5. But those Pritchard, Hauser, Cornette minutes, if they're not doing anything and you really have to rely on your starting 5 the whole game, look.
You can't do that against the Pacers. Simple as that.
You can't. Like Jrue Holiday had a great game yesterday. Name another good Jrue Holiday game this playoffs. No, you can't. Tatum, kind of the same thing, right? Jaylen Brown, hey, you and Derek White, y'all got it. Y'all been doing your thing. Can't even argue with that. Al Horford, look, good in the paint. If you get switched on a guard, barbecue chicken. So for the Celtics, those bench dudes have to do at least something. They can't come in the game and literally just be cones. They can't be cones. They have to do something. Because Hauser, his whole thing, 3-point shooting. Because if he's not making threes, he's not doing anything else. Realistically, though, right? Peyton Pritchard, they always call him like, I don't know, like white Kyrie sometimes because he has like his bag or whatever. But if he's not doing anything, what is he in the game for? Right? And then Cornette. I'm not gonna hate Luke Cornette because like how can you really hate on Luke Cornette? But like again, he's a big body, but if he's not really doing anything, who else are you gonna play? That's the thing. Like, who else are you gonna play past those 3 dudes? Because it's playoffs. 8-man rotation is like the way to go. Who do you play past those 3 dudes?
I don't know. Hope Romeo Langford's up from the G League. I don't like. What do you do?
There's
And it's
nothing.
And like the starters, like they're gonna play great. They're going to get tired because we've seen it throughout the whole playoffs. The Pacers are going to play at their pace, and so it's gonna catch up with these legs, especially later on in the series. These bench guys need to bail out these starters, and after game 1, I'm not confident that they can.
No, neither am I. Neither am I, bro.
Yeah, with that being said, I'm going Celtics in 6.
That's exactly what I put as well. Yeah.
But if the Pacers would have won game 1 like they should have, this would have easily been a 7-game series.
Yeah, that would be more this topic. The thing is, right? Realistically, the Celtics should beat them in 5, right? And I won't even say that's not a possibility. But the reason why the Celtics, they're one of the most weird teams to like preview, because like on paper, this team should damn near sweep everybody until the finals, realistically. But because it's the Celtics and they always find a way to just lose a game or make games closer than they need to be, the Pacers are not the team to do that. I know they can't close apparently, but their offense is so high power, bro. You don't want to get into too many close games with them, because after a certain point, they're gonna just start making a bunch of shots and you're gonna lose a game. So I think that the Celtics should win in 5. Realistically, they should win in 5, but because of who they are and the Pacers as well, 6 is probably the way to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm banking on. I feel confident in that. Tyrese Halliburton, you're going to be a star in the making, though. This like what's crazy to me is like you can argue Indiana's doing this. Like, I mean, okay, I was about to say a second. I forgot Siakam's there. They're doing this without their 3rd best scoring. Benedict Mathurin's been out for like majority of the season. Could you imagine how different we look at this Pacers team if he was here as well?
Exactly. And they even traded away Buddy Hield too. Like, he's not even on this roster anymore, and he could have probably been big for them if they had him still. But at the end of the day, like, yeah, that's very true. And Halliburton, like, he's had ups and downs. Like, he's had some great games and he had some games where you're like, okay, but Siakam, hey, claps out to Siakam, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That trade, it was good when they made it, but this is why you get Siakam. Like, what we've seen in this playoffs is literally why they make that trade.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much for tuning into this segment of the 5 Out Podcast. I am Joey LeMaster, and me and Everton are so thankful for your guys' support. If you want to keep supporting us, please check out the full podcast on Spotify and follow our TikTok account. Both of those will be in the bio, and make sure to leave a like and stay smooth.